welcome, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're going to do an oracle card reading, as well as I have some more crystals here for us. So the first crystal I have is called Zebra Lace Agate, and it's a crystal for strength. It matches my nails. It's a crystal for strength and building it physical strength so that you can harness compassion. The next one is Sivalingam. This is actually a very powerful stone for fertility. And just like everything else, fertility doesn't always have to mean an actual baby, though it can for this stone. It can mean your creativity, your sacra. And this, I had to pick this up when I saw it. This is called petrified wood. And so when I first saw it, I thought, oh, there must be some type of coating on this. But this is actually tumbled. And there's little spots where you can see that looks kind of more like a wood finish. And this is extremely grounding, very prehistoric. All of these crystals are old, but very old in age in what it represents. And so let's pull these cards. But before we start, as always, do I have permission to say a prayer? Okay, and just remember, it is not a religious prayer. It's just something to connect us all as one. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Exhale. Dear Mother and Father God, the Archangels, the Ascended Masters, the Reiki Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Katumi, Metatron Healing, all those for our highest good, please connect us together so that we are a channel of light, and that let only things that come up for our highest good service. Please protect the community and harness and develop and cultivate our individual gifts. And I say all of this in the power of I am. And remember, I am is powerful. I am statements define who we are. So make sure your I am statements are strong. Okay. And as always, we are clearing our aura. And we are releasing any negativity and any tension. Letting go and creating space as we are on our healing path together. Believe me, if you're on your healing path, let me tell you, I'm on mine. So let's do this collectively as a community. So I'm going to move these over. My Sivalingam's rolling away. And so the first deck I have is the Moonology deck. And I have actually not pulled the card from this. Usually I'll pull a card to save some time. Let's do it one more time. Okay. I always like to cut the deck. And so I'm going to pull one card from each, and we'll just sit and really reflect on this card. So that's our first card. Now, I'm going to pull from our goddess. This is a goddess deck. It is very beautiful. It's one of Doreen Virtue's decks, and what's really nice about it is every card is represented by a different goddess, and it gives us a message that we can all listen to. Connect my shuffling. Okay, as always, split the deck, pull that card, and put this over here. Now, let me see. This is my stones for that. This is my stones for this. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let it go. Let's see what our Moonology card is. Ooh. Look at that. Our petrified wood. It says, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So this really resonates with anyone who is trying to build something, whatever that is. You're building it up. Maybe it was a long-term goal, or maybe it's something that you're just putting a lot of power into. Right now, you're building this energy up. And that means you're going to come across maybe some setbacks, actual physical setbacks, or your own internal belief that maybe, oh, I can't do this. So you're being tested. Just know you're being tested. And every time you feel something that is negative, you have the choice to decide what you're going to do. We get into these feedback loops in our mind and in our brain that what we believe and what we're telling ourselves is the case. But a lot of times it's just a pattern that we're used to, that we do over and over again. So you have the option to change that. You can change the narrative. Now, don't get me wrong, you'll probably still feel it in that initial moment. But when you really take time and look inside of yourself and just have compassion and patience with yourself, that's all you can do. That's the best of what you can do. So I'm going to keep that card out for us. So our second one with our Sivalingam and our zebra lace agate. So that's strength for understanding, compassion, and creativity. What is this? Kuan Yin. Ooh, let me show this to you. Kuan Yin, compassion. And I just said that. Finding strength, understanding, and compassion. Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So how fitting that today in the community that our commitments are being tested. And what happens when our commitments are being tested is that we may not always believe in ourselves. We may have these long living patterns of what we can and can't do. And here it is, we pulled a card that's basically saying, look, you're going to have compassion towards yourself. Of course, compassion towards others, but especially during this time when your commitments are being tested, remember these things that you're testing, they will bloom and they will blossom. That's what's going to come out. That's what's really going to come to fruition at the end of the day. So have compassion towards yourself. And you know what? It's actually harder to be compassionate towards yourself when you're used to feeding into negativity or anxiety. And believe me, it's not easy. It really is a complete lifestyle change to make the choice that to not give light to the things that scare us for actual reasons. So I simply say just have compassion. That is such a beautiful card for right now what we're doing. And as always, let's get to our actual energy healing and our energy clearing. Okay, so we're going to put our hands in a receptive position in order to receive as much energy from the universe. We're going to take our deep breath in. Exhale. One more, family. Inhale. Exhale. Final time. Inhale. Exhale. Still receiving that light and love. I want you to imagine that light is coming through our body, from our crown to our brow, our throat, our heart, solar plexus, sacral, and our root, back from our root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, brow, crown. And just continue to let that energy cycle up and down. Now breathing, take a deep breath in into your root chakra, filling all the way up. Exhale. Take another breath, filling up into your sacral. Exhale. Moving on up to your solar plexus. Exhale to your heart. Exhale to your throat. Exhale to your third eye. Exhale to your crown. Exhale. Now it's important to take that energy back down to manifest. So we're going to pull that energy down, and I'm going to be pulling away as you're breathing. Take a deep breath into your crown. Exhale. Pull down to your brow. Exhale to your throat, clearing up any energy there, any blockages. Exhale, pulling down to your heart now. Exhale, pulling down to your solar plexus, that place of confidence. Exhale, pulling down to your sacrum, that place of creativity. Exhale to root down into your root. Exhale. And now continue breathing this pattern. With each breath, imagine that you're going up and then taking that breath to come down. And as you're breathing, I'm just going to send love, light, and compassion into your chakras to balance you out. And I'm paying attention to not only if there's energy that needs to go there, but I'm allowing this energy to be intelligent to go where it needs to go. Maybe you have too much energy somewhere and it's creating a blockage somewhere else. So I'm just giving this energy the intelligence and the autonomy to go where it needs to go, as well as to balance out. This left hand, of course, represents the pulling out. If there's any place where we need to pull out things, as well as the energy pushing in. And I can feel definitely my palm being warm and connecting with community today. Continue to breathe. Continue to breathe. Breathing and pulling and pulling and breathing. Releasing anything. I talk about often these deep-seated patterns, and why I call them patterns instead of anxiety or depression or worry or even trauma is because I say that, the trauma has happened already. The environment has happened already. But it's really within ourselves to choose how we interact with the world. And I want to give you your power back. I want you to know that you're not limited by the things that have happened to you or this thing outside of you. You have power. But we just have to work and we have to practice each day to get our power back, to just take a little bit more of this power back. And the way I can articulate that is by indicating that if we feel out of control with our emotions or in our thoughts, let's just work on each day building a habit or a pattern. It's just like a hobby. When you start out at the beginning, you're not going to be very good at it, but you just practice every day and just practice and practice and practice. And that's all we can do, is just be compassionate towards ourselves. Even if we're having tough times, still practice. Put it down, pick it back up the next day. So take a deep breath, filling in into that space inside of our hearts, where we can just be a little bit more open to ourselves and loving to ourselves, to say, hey, I'm enough now. I am enough now. No matter who I am, no matter what my situations or circumstances are, I'm enough now to love myself fully and compassionately. Remember, we're still breathing up and down, and we're reprogramming our habits. So I'm pulling out, pulling out, pulling out. Just releasing those habits. Believe me, sometimes these habits feel like our roadmap to life. It's not the map you want. It's outdated. You have to get a new way of doing things. So let's just go ahead and take it out. And just take it out. Take one deep breath as we pull it out. all done for today. Thank you so much, community, for coming together and just being a space of compassion, understanding, and hope. Just sending you a reminder of what our cards are. It's just letting us know you can do it. So if you need some extra special healing or some extra special help, I want you to know that I do have 30-minute live energy healing sessions that you can schedule with me. The link is in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you, community.